Let me take you through how to configure log streaming to send private application access logs to a server in the on-premises data center. For this exercise, we have a Linux host configured to receive a size log feed and will be used to simulate the log receiving function of a typical CM server. First, we must start the SSH daemon on the app connector to enable a secure connection for transferring the provisioning key file. Now we have logged into log streaming connector system and start the SSH service by using the command sudo systemctl start SSHD. Furthermore, verify that the SSHD daemon has started using the command sudo systemctl status SSHE. Confirm that status is active running. Now let's come back to the ZPA admin portal, open app connector provisioning keys. You can see here, an app connector provisioning key is already configured. Now download the app connector provisioning key for log streaming. Let's open the WinSCP FTP client in the system and provide the password to connect to the log streaming connector and upload the provisioning key file to the connector under the directory /home/admin/provision chart key. Now it's time to get back to the log streaming connector server and let us stop the ZPA connector and upload the provision key to the directory /opti/ziascalar/var. Now let's start the ZPA connector and check the status of the connector. The ZPA client connector should be up and running now. We must now start the ZPA connector again using the command sudo systemctl start ZPA connector and check the status of the connector. The ZPA client connector should be up and running now using the command sudo systemctl status ZPA connector. Let us come to the ZPA admin portal, navigate to the app connectors page, and confirm that the app connector for log streaming is connected. As you can see, the app connector is created with the connection status as successful, and the upgrade status is also success. Now navigate to the log receiver and click on the Add Log Receiver option to create a new log receiver. Provide a name to the log receiver and make sure that you also enter the domain of the syslog server, which is cm.patraining.safemarch.com in our case, and the TCP port is 514. Enable the TLS encryption, select the app connector group that we have created earlier. Click on Next to go the log stream and make sure that the log type is set to user activity and the template is CSV. Go to Review and click on Save to create the log receiver. App connectors are provisioned and active in the private data center, but until application segments and access policies are defined, applications are not accessible. In this task, you will configure access for SSH to the lab host that is being used to simulate a CM server. To add SSH access to the CM server in the private data center, we will move ahead and follow some steps. Let us navigate to the application segment and create a new application segment. Provide a name to the app segment. Under Application, provide the domain of the CM server, and under Default Port Range, select SSH so that TCP port ranges are set. Click on Next to and add a segment group and a server group that I have already configured. In case you don't have any server, group, or segment group, click on the Add option, create a new one. Let us review the application segment and save it. As you can see, the application segment is created now. Now C must configure an access policy that will allow SSH access to the SIEM server. Let us move to create a new access policy under the Policy tab in ZPA Admin and click on Add Rule. Let us give a name to the policy and make sure that the rule action is set to allow access to the segment. Now let me add a criterion on the applications to add the application segment that we have already created and select the segment group as well with an OR condition. So now our access policy has been created with a rule action as allow access. Now we are almost at the end of the configuration. We will check for log entries being added to the syslog file on the SIEM server to verify that the log feed is coming from Zscaler. To verify the log feed, we have logged into the syslog server. Let us run the tail command to see a live scroll view of the syslog file. Now you can see the live log being displayed here.